This is pretty much straight across from where I have the bridge. It's like you kind of just walk straight that way and the bridge is right there. But you kind of walk up a hill after the stream, right? And then you get to here. I don't know if the camera will do it justice, but there's like a valley down there. And it goes down pretty deep. So, like some of the treetops are only 5 or 10 feet above my head, or just about 60 or 70 feet away out that way. So, yeah. So this is a high point. It gets a little bit higher over there. But all around, the stream is over there. It goes down low, low. It's all low over there. Yeah, where's the stream go over there? Never know. Nice and dry the past couple days, even with the thaw. But it's been nice and cool back here in the forest. Nice and dry. And this stuff you can find on just about any tree that's near some wetlands, you know, some marshy, boggy stuff. You can, I don't know if you can hear it or not. There's a culvert just over there that's been man-made from however long ago. And then there's a stream just down there, so it's nice and wet. And there's a pond just over there. It's nice and big. So you can find all sorts of this stuff. And if you want to try and light it on fire, lights on fire, no problem. It's a great fire starter. And if you mix it with a little bit of pine tar, like this stuff here, all this stuff, a little bit of pine tar and a little bit of that, it's like the best fire starter you could possibly find. I can't remember the science behind it, but there's things in the pine tar that it likes to stay on fire for a while. So it gives you time to put kindling on top of your fire and a little bit more pieces, bigger pieces of wood, and it burns hot. So that mixed with a little bit of old man's beard, that's that type of moss that I was holding. Great fire starter. People like to say I'm a pretty fun guy. Sorry, not funny. This here, I'm thawing it out with my finger. But this stuff is like a slimy mushroom. And right now it's frozen. But whenever it's thawed out, it's like this slimy, jello-y mushroom. And it sounds like macaroni when you play with it. Super cool fungi that you find in a lot of dead wood. It's a decomposer fungi. So you find it on a lot of dead plant debris, such as that tree. Here's a stream added onto the bridge. This one was already here. I would put these two over here. I got them from where I started the path going this way, kind of, to this side of the stream. Go over this log. And then go up there, and then probably go like that direction, somewhere over there. I'll start heading over there. This is what I've got for here so far. Probably just keep this one right here. Have to figure out something to do with these hemlocks because they're good to have around. I could go this way, but yeah, this is what I've got so far. Sun's just starting to go down. It's beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Made it to, well, right here. I'm not going to take that tree down, I don't think. It's too low. I can just step over it. This one is really slimy, so if I step on it, it might slip, so I don't want to do that, so I might take it out of here. So I made it to about here. Some few big trees here. So I took this tree, it was down here, along with this one. I brought them over here. Just over to the stream. This will be the path that I take, I think, after I cross the stream. I put them here. This one was already here. These two are the ones I cut. That was a loud raven. Or it was a skinwalker. Yeah. So, made a little bridge here. did hold. I did have just the short one, but I didn't like how skinny it was. This just gives me that extra little bit of safety in case I do slip and fall. You can grab this too if you want. Just step up. I can figure out a little handle. I cut a tree down right there. Right there. Which I should have just trimmed the branches and then used it as like a handle to get down, but oh well. Yeah. So I'm gonna start a time lapse now so you can see the whole trail. So this is, I'm not gonna start a time lapse, I was lying. So I made it just over there. You saw in the last video, come up here over the bridge and make my way over here. Start our journey back. Right now it's about, I would want to say about 700 meters. So that's 0.7 kilometers of trail. That's not including the field. So 0.7 kilometers of just trail is pretty good. I cut that tree down today because it was looking like a widowmaker. I've not touched these. I think these are going to stay. They're a little bit too dangerous. If I cut one, I think they'll all kind of shift, and I don't really feel like being under that. So I will let nature naturally make them fall down. I cut this. Where did I cut it off? Right here. This is a whole tree right here. That was across right here. So it snapped off of this. It was the top part of this. Fell over there. Which I think it was a result of all these falling on top of it. So. This is my new section of trail. So before, the trail went right here. Went right through here. Through these two trees. Which, I could have cut them down, but it's a whole lot easier just to leave them and do what I did. Because they go, well, that one fell just under there. That one fell over there. They just fell the whole length of the path. So I could have trimmed them, but I think they still would have been in the way. So instead, I just went around. Because this was a path of least resistance, so I did this over here. I'll pause the phone for a second. I accidentally stopped it. So this is the intersection here. This is where the trail is supposed to be. Whenever I looked across and you saw the arrow tree, it's over there. So this would have been, these are pretty big trees. Like these are about 50-foot trees, so would have been a pain to trim them and cut them, so I just went around. But this is the rest of the trail. There's lots of snow back here. Today was a high of 1 degree, so wasn't enough to warm it up, so it's probably about 0, -1 within the forest. So wasn't too bad. I had my sweater on for most of the time, and I didn't have my toque on until now, because once I started stopped moving around, my ears got a little chilly. So off some sweat. Grouse or something. wet, soppy bog. This stuff, like that's, oh my god, that's deep. Look at that. Yeah, that's the trail.